Today we're here with Dr. Felicity Keough of Keough Chiropractic in St. Charles. Thank you for joining us.
Yes, thank you for having me.
And we're going to be talking about nutrition and gut health.
Ooh, that's a good topic.
Yes. So, okay, I have to tell you, one of the first things that you did when I started seeing you, really getting serious with my health journey, you gave me this list of foods to eat and not to eat, and had me drink bone broth, not so bad, and had me drink aloe vera juice. Was terrible, but it worked. And then some other supplement that you gave me, I don't remember, it was temporary for a while. I took that, and you all might hear children screaming in the background. I apologize, but they're beautiful and we're having a good time with them. So anyway, you had me take this bone broth, aloe vera juice, and whatever this supplement is, and for whatever reason, you talk about gut repair, IBS, ulcers, inflammation in the esophagus, all of these challenges that my gastroenterologist is, wanting to give me medications for, which he's a wonderful doctor. I saw you instead, and now I'm seeing him, and he's going, whoa, the last tests and biopsies and everything that I had done have come back very well, and he's given me the thumbs up, good job.
Wow.
And I had to say, well, it's thanks to you. So tell me why nutrition and gut health are so important.
Well, I just want to say you're the one who did all the work. I can just tell the patient what to do, and if they do it, most of the times it works. So not only did you take those supplements, but you also changed your eating too.
Yeah,
that was a big part of it too. But yeah, gut health is so key, because in my functional medicine training, that was what we were always taught. First, you got to look at the gut. If the patient's eating all this junk and you prescribe the best supplements, it just isn't going to really make much of a difference. And the father of medicine, Hippocrates, said all disease begins inside the gut. So that is really such an important area to start with. And when I have really complex patients coming in, I just have to kind of take a step back sometimes and know, all right, we're just going to start with the gut. We're going to start with changing their diet and whatever supplementation that they might need, and a lot of times that gets them off on the right foot.
And that is where you started with me, and I didn't listen to you. I did listen. Remember, I lost 33 pounds in 11 weeks, and I was rocking and rolling, and then I went off of this. I started eating outside of the grocery list you gave me. So you gave me this grocery list. Ashley and Annie with Vitality Consultants has this grocery list, and you gave it to me, and it's wonderful, by the way. When I eat from that list, I feel so good. And I lost 60 pounds in less than 8 months, just this past year, and my body's healed. My autoimmune disease is in remission. So this whole gut health thing and healing with nutrition, it does work for a lot of people. It worked for me. The challenge is now, because I eliminated so many things, I'm trying to introduce some more things back in.
Right.
And I've had a sick kitty cat. He has a tube. I'm feeding him through a tube. And anyway, we feel like we're going to lose him. And I've been on this emotional eating binge. And I've had some ice cream and potato chips. And I'm going to tell you, I really don't miss it. But when I'm emotionally strung out, thinking my cat's going to be put to sleep tomorrow, and that ice cream, I like it. But I feel it. I'm feeling it in my joints a lot. Why is that? What's going on?
So there's the reason for the anti-inflammatory grocery list that Ashley and Annie made with Vitality Consultants, which is amazing. I did not make it, but it's amazing. All those foods that are on there are basically all the anti-inflammatory foods that she could come up with that fit them on that sheet. And so that's the type of food that's going to promote health and vitality and well-being. The foods that are in the little box underneath that say foods to avoid, those are the foods that are going to be inflammatory and drive up your inflammation. So like potato chips and ice cream, they would fall under the avoid box. But I understand we all dive, get off track and things happen. But when you've been eating clean for so long and living a clean lifestyle like you have, you're gonna feel it when you eat something from that avoid list, because it's going to spike up your inflammation like crazy.
I could tell when I ate an apple that was not organic, that the difference between an organic apple. Yes.
Yeah.
It's amazing how your palate changes.
It is, and it changes so fast. So it takes a few weeks, but sometimes just people can tell the difference between organic produce and non-organic produce, and so you've come a long way. But it's just the inflammation, and being that you have autoimmune tendencies, even though it is in remission, you're very sensitive to inflammatory foods and things that are going to drive up your inflammation.
I feel like if I'm not careful, I can put myself back.
Yeah.
I can kick myself right out of remission with it, really.
Definitely. Yeah.
And I've had a lot of people say, "Oh my gosh, you've lost so much weight." I've had people call me the incredible shrinking woman because it did fall off really fast. And I say this a lot, and I don't know that people believe me. I wasn't trying to lose weight. I was trying to live and trying to be healthy. And I just lost my mother, and I didn't want to die from my autoimmune disease because that's how my mother passed away. And so the challenge is, when I first started working with you, it was about a diet. I went on a diet and I followed your little plan, whatever it was, which it wasn't a diet. You told me it was a lifestyle. I lost the weight, 33 pounds in 11 weeks, and then I just started reintroducing foods, and then those foods just kind of took over, and then I gained all this weight back and got sicker. So for me, this is a lifelong journey. I'm never, ever going to go back to eating like that again.
That's awesome.
And the doctor's happy.
I love that, because it's a lifetime journey, and if you can get out of the mindset of it's a diet, I'm going to lose weight, those are the patients that always fall off. They lose their weight, and then it was only temporary. They didn't have that mentality that it was going to become part of their lifestyle, so they go back, and that's only something that the patient can decide.
I did that. I did that, and I saw the pain that I inflicted on myself by reintroducing these foods. And so whenever I do choose to eat them, I'm cautious, and I spread it out, and I eat a minimal amount. But the reality is, I'm still causing inflammation in my body, and I'm still making my body susceptible to diseases because I'm giving it foods that are not healthy.
It's tough in our country because we are surrounded by foods that are comfort, and it's just so easy to go and you go pay for your gas, and then you're faced with all these options of things that can totally derail you and your success. So it can be a challenge for sure. But when you make that commitment to your health and to healthy living and to your family and everything else that you want in life, it becomes a little bit easier.
It
to stay on track.
Yeah, and I think it really is about commitment. You said it well, because for me, I need convenience. That I don't know about any of you all, but I struggle with wanting convenience.
Yeah, we all do.
Yes, and whenever I made the commitment this time to live and to eat healthy, I was literally on the road for 7 weeks, from South Carolina to North Dakota I was traveling all over. And do you know there are healthy options at gas stations? I'm not kidding, there are. So you can still have healthy foods and healthy options and convenience. It's out there. But if we're not committed to it,
it's a lot easier to slide.
Yeah, we're not going to choose it.
Right.
So we choose what we're committed to.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah, and also you had brought up, the autoimmune being in remission. It can most definitely come back. The autoimmune disease is no longer in remission, depending on how you're feeding yourself. But if you keep on with your journey, you keep that in remission for as long as you want, which is what the struggle is.
Yeah, and I think whenever I lost all of that weight, and then I gained it all back and some, and then I started losing the weight again, I felt like before I started getting healthy again, before I started making those healthy decisions again, I feel like it just came back with a vengeance. It was so, my symptoms were so much worse after I lost the weight and started gaining it back. So I don't know if any of you all are struggling with that, but if you are, Dr. Keough can certainly help you create a plan that works best for you, because one thing that I've learned is that what works best for my friends and family is not the plan that works for me. I don't know anyone that's doing a plan like what I'm doing, but Dr. Keough, you formulated a plan for me, and we've worked together and talked openly and honestly, and you've done a lot of assessments and helped me create that individualized plan, and I really appreciate it.
You're very welcome.
So if you'd like to create an individualized plan with Dr. Keough, feel free to visit her website, and that will be in the description of the video. Also, some assessments and additional tools and resources will be in the description of the video, and we look forward to seeing you all next time.